Welcome back, and this one is a little bit more interesting. No step-by-step going on. I'm sure I've bored you enough of that, although I've got one more out next week just showing you the finishing touches of the RO system up and running, and letting you know how to run it to an extent. I'm not going to go through it fully because that knowledge comes with time. I can't give all that away. Anyway, new drum. Been down to see Mr. Andrew Logan this morning at Burton Aquatics. Thank you, Andrew. As you all know, I've had a few issues with the Burton cube that I purchased last year. It's never run properly. It's cleaned the pond and it does the job, but it never ever ran properly. It was one of their early ones, as me and Andrew have spoken about, and there's a few little issues that they've not got on the new one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you the new one, because that's the easiest way of doing it, to show you what they've changed. And he seems to think, I'll show you anyway, he seems to think one of the pipes was a bit short, and that's what caused a bit of movement. Anyway, I can't thank him enough. He's a great guy. We had a good chat for an hour, and he said, well, if I have any problems with this one, I think just give him a call and he'll come up. So thank you very much again, Andrew, and I'll spin you all around so you can have a look at the new drum. Well, as you can see, there she is. So that's my two inlets. One on the right there is the bottom drain, one on the left is from my skimmer, and that's the waste outlet chute. As you can see, the hole there is for the UV, which then goes inside, it's through the drum, and I will put another hole around about this area and fit a new Torbeck filling valve so that it auto top up. That's what I'll be putting in there, like the old one. I've got a spare one of these just in case I need one, but hopefully not. Back to the drum. Right, on first views, there's not a lot of difference. All the pumps the same, two outlets exactly the same. All that looks exactly the same. This is a little bit longer than the old one, it's a bit further across. But yeah, buttons are exactly the same. On and off of the UV, start clean, stop clean. So you can do that if you want to do it yourself. You just push the buttons and they do work. I know, obviously I know this drum, I've run it for a year, so I know it inside out. First I'm going to show you, this lid fits very well. No water in it yet. No, I'm joking. But the lid is a much better fit. And as I've noticed on it, it's a lot thicker. So that's a very good upgrade. The lid is definitely thicker lid. So that's going to help in holding this squarer. So one very good improvement there from Burtons. Number two, discussed it with Andrew. They have done a few changes. It's got different gearing and cogging on this now. I'm just going to shake that. Nowhere near as much movement. There's always going to be some movement because that's got hardly any. And on the old one, see this pipe here? I had movement. We could move that about and that would pull out. So we seem to have come to the conclusion that pipe down there was cut too short in manufacturing, and it caused a problem because this centre say panel on mine was bent, so it had a slight bow in it, and obviously with more water in it the more it bowed, so it was making it worse, which caused the rubber seal to go because it just wasn't running smoothly. Anyway, that's by the by. As you can see down there, the red bit down there, that's a bypass there and a bypass there, exactly the same as the other drum. Float switch, exactly the same. Now, another thing I'm going to tell people who don't know about these switches, I told Andrew, a lot of people are running these water levels and these drums way too low. You need this set as high as possible, really. So, under that screw, that's top setting there. It's quite easy to adjust, bottom setting, top setting. But you need it set at the top as high as possible, because People think they're saving money by not washing as quickly. It's washing with pond water, yeah, and you've got to top it up. But you leave it lower, the drum's got to work twice, if not 3 times harder. And it's causing problems with a lot of drums. Not just this one, a lot of drums. Anyway, that's a little tip. Let's go back to the drum again. Again, 60 micron. I found that really brilliant with my last ones. I think some models are 70. Not up to standard in my eye. After running this for a year, it does take out fines. All the other problems I had did take out a lot of fines, which I've noticed since that rubber went, and I've been running for a month without a rubber. The amount of difference of, say, shit that's gone through it. No, so that's another change, and another big change, which is definitely for the better. We now have a square rod, and the plastic ends. This was all like a round rod, and it's all metal, and it just it wasn't as sturdy, didn't hold it as tight. This one now, I mean, the other one, honestly, I could do that and shake the whole drum. Now, you need a little bit of movement on there, but I'm really pulling that, and that's not moving. Whereas the old one, I had so much play on it, probably 10 mil each way. So that's got just no play. I've got to really force that to do that. The Burtons, that is some great improvements on yeah, I mean, that was, don't get me wrong, I've always said the drum does clean very well, but there was manufacturing problems with the first ones that came out. I can't fault this one. I've not installed it yet, but yeah, it's sturdier. Let's say it's sturdier for a start. Same thickness on the sides, which is fine now because of that pulling it in tighter and keeping it tighter. It doesn't seem as flimsy, where before it's really flimsy. So what I'll do, I'm going to install it, and then I'll give it a run for a couple of days, and then I'll come back to you. So it's all in one video, but I will fit it all. I'll show you it fitted, I'll show you it running, and then we'll leave it a couple of days before we do a proper review of it as a new drum. But so far so good. So yeah, well happy. And I'll tell you what, if you've never met Andrew, he's a lovely guy. He really is, and he couldn't be more helpful. It is what it is. Some people get a faulty car or a faulty this, faulty that. I've got a faulty drum. I haven't now. Touch wood. So let's get it installed and let's see the difference. Is this a Rolls Royce or is it still a Skoda? That is the question. So there's a new float. We're now filling up. We're all connected up. All connected behind there. I've noticed on these drums as well, they've fitted a new filter in there. Right down there. That's a nice little tap. Well done, Burtons. So that stops any more shit getting into that filter there as well. So they're double. That wasn't on the old model. So that's a nice little tap. Well done. Yeah, we're probably just flying up. Bit of the light. It does work. So we've got everything's reconnected down here. So we're just going to look for leaks. It's reconnected under here. So now it's just a waiting game. This will all get tied out before I put it back, but everything's working. Got the pump on. That's all got to fill up. So got to turn that valve on down there, which I'll show you. I've got a tool for that. A lot of people call me a tool, and I probably am, but a bit of pipe left over. And what I've done is these things are hard as nails. So I've just cut a little thing out. That's all I do. I'll show you, nice and easy. I'm doing this one-handed, or cack-handed, shall we say. But you can see, you can't see. What I do, change hands. Right, so I'm going to show you again. There's the valve. Just a nice little turn. There we go. If I had two hands, it's really easy, but there we go, we're on straight again. So, make yourself one of them if you need it to get into awkward situations instead of going and buying something. Yeah, there we go, it's a long day. So we're filling up now, as I say, we're filling up, it's going to take a long time. Going through the big blue. These always drip when you turn them back on. I don't know why, but I'm just waiting for a fitting for this. So, take the air out. But yeah, they always do it, I don't know why. They just do it every time I turn them back on. Well, this one does. But like I say, I've got to put a 15mm fitting on that. Yeah, that's about it. I'll show you the lid. It's not full of water yet, so let's not get too excited. But remember the old lid? Remember it? Watch the new lid. Look at that! Look at that! Boom! Watch. Look. Ah! And down. Watch. Ah! Burtons, what have you done? What an improvement. Those little tweaks that you've made have made all the difference. So, what I better do, turn that on. Another one, got two hands. That one back on. Gate valve open there. So that's all back running to there. I've isolated there for now, but I have now put in the 3 paper cartridges. They're all 5 micron. There's a 5 micron in there, a big 5 micron and a big 20 in there. But now I've got my drum running right, I can do this because it's going to be filtered fine. So yeah, all good. So just going to fill up, clean water going in at the moment. Before I turn any pumps on and everything, I'm going to get up to level. So I'm so much happier with that. Look at that, what a difference. And I'm putting a bit of worktop right across all this. So a bit with a hinge on that one, so I can hinge the worktop up and then lift the lid off. You'll see all that later date. So nice bit of worktop all the way through. So I've got a full working area. And the same over there, filling in the gaps from worktop. Fish. They're all happy. They ain't got a lot of water, but they're happy. So look, yeah, we took quite a lot of water out because what I did, I thought I'm going to have a little drain down anyway. I'm going to clean my window. I put on this extra, I put this on as an extra just to get it because it wasn't quite straight. So when I first done it, but it is now. So that's made a huge difference as well. So everything's perfect, bang on, filling up. Once it's all full, pond's full and running, let's see if this lid fits properly and it does what it's meant to do. I'm sure it will, with these nice changes. Yeah, I'm very, very happy, man. Just got to put an air stone in the bottom of there. Stop, you always get shit in this side. Always do. Don't know why, I just do. I'm not putting a lot of flow through, so I think that's what it is. It's holding in the bottom a little bit. I don't want a big flow. So run it through nice and gentle. But yeah, that's all good. Everything's up and running again now. Moving bed's working great. Shower's back on. So yeah, it's all good. Floor's drying out because obviously I've had water everywhere, but it's starting to dry out. And then I'm going to tile this floor. Once I get everything sorted, finish all this boarding off and a bit of filling, and then I'm going to tile this floor through. I've got a load of tiles left over. But yeah, everything's running. You can see. Got very low, like 31% on the pumps. Even on the shower, like 50%. So you know, there's still like about 8,000 litres going over it. So that's plenty on a tiny little shower like that. You know, I mean, it's only 2-tier, full of very good ceramic. So yeah, it's good. Boiler's behind there doing its job. So I think I was going to box it. I might put something over there to stop blanket off, so it's even more quiet in here. I probably will. I've got so much ply, 18mm ply. I've got it coming out in the ears. I've got so much of it. And my RO's up and running. A couple of little tweaks, change that over. Got my varies feed on now, which is keeping it nice and cool. Producing 185, taking out 1.16. That's coming down nicely. You can see we're at 18 degrees. 3-stage apart paper cartridges, 2 massive 20-inch paper cartridges. The big blue. Yeah, it's all going well. The superfish I haven't got running yet, so that's not on. Shows the difference in here, 14 degrees in here. Fish are warmer than I am. Producing 720 approximately. That's going to waste. So I've got, sorry, 718, yeah, is what the incoming is. And my pure water going back out is at 4. That's a big difference, isn't it? Yeah. Big difference altogether. So I've got 717 going out of the waste, 4 going back to my pond. Happy days, which goes back into round there. I'm sure you've seen my video on making the RO system. If you haven't, you should. It's very informative, and unlike my normal videos where I'm just a total idiot. Anyway, yes, so that's all that. I'll show you the goods. I will get this all tidy soon. It's getting it's much better. It's tidier than what it was, wasn't it? You know what I mean? But wait till I've just finished off. Wait till that's all done. Black worktop through there. I've got a nice bit of black worktop going to cover right across there and hinge up on the drum. So that's all good. And over there's all going to be covered in. All this will be gone soon as well. So I'm going to have another area there. Yeah, I've got plans for that area. Anyway, excuse more shit out here, but look at the difference in that water. Look at that. It's different quality water. You can't buy that, well you can. It costs a lot of money. It's called RO. Yeah, look at that. And I'm feeding 4 or 5 times a day now. Yeah, and then fish are on the bottom. But you think they're on the top, it's that clear. So there we go. Oh, the old grow lights, they're doing amazing. I had 4 of them, but I only put 2 up. 2's plenty. They've got the sunburst. And I have them come on every other hour until about 4 o'clock at the moment, and then they stay on because we're at home. So they stay on until about 8. So they're getting plenty of sunlight in the day. Even mind your own business is growing. Look at that. Didn't used to grow in here very well, but it's just starting now to take off because of their lights. So there you go, chaps. Hope you have a great weekend. And I'll see you soon. So there you go. Probably one of the few videos out over Christmas and New Year with no disasters. Not one. Everything's gone very well. No disasters. No clickbaits going on or anything. Just good old-fashioned keeping of koi. So thanks for tuning in. Be back next week with some new stuff. Got my other video out on the last part 4, final part of the RO build. So if I don't see you all soon, I'll see you through the window. And tell you what, like, thumbs up, thumbs down, all counts. See you all very soon.